Welcome to a particularly chilly Gatwick with a nice layer of ice on the cars. We travelled down the night before to the Holiday Inn, ready for our journey off to Orlando, leaving the car nice and safely securely at the Holiday Inn. Once again we're flying British Airways on this trip, and actually because of the sale we managed to bag a couple of really good seats in Club World. The only snag being we were flying into Tampa, not to Orlando, but actually it's only about an hour's trip the other end, so it's well worth looking at. So after painlessly sailing through security, we headed on up to the Galleries Lounge in the South Terminal. The lounge is tucked out of the way a little bit, but actually once you get there it's quite a nice lounge. It can get quite busy, but actually it's a nice place to spend a couple of hours, and if you get the right seats you get some great views of the apron. So I do just want to say that I was actually helping this lady stow her bag, not just really harassing her to move out of the way. On this route we were flying one of BA's 777s that had been refurbished. The cabin felt new, fresh and smart.
Perfect.
So as the flight came to an end, we headed into Tampa Airport and picked up the truck. Now, not the best looking truck in the world, but this really is a monster. The journey from Tampa to Orlando normally takes about an hour and a quarter. Really quite an easy drive, all on freeways and no tolls. So we'd booked to stay at the Rosen Inn Pointe Orlando on International Drive. It's the first time staying here, so we were quite interested to see what it held for us. First impressions were good. The hotel was clean, tidy, welcoming, not particularly full of mod cons, but it had what you needed: a bar, a little shop, somewhere to eat, and somewhere that did coffee. What more can you ask for? As a hotel, the Rosen Inn's quite reasonably priced. The rooms itself, this is just a standard room. It felt a little bit old, to be honest. It could do with a refurb, but actually it's really quite clean, it's tidy, it's functional. The main selling point of the hotel is its location, just at Pointe Orlando on International Drive. But it has got some other added benefits. It didn't charge anything to park, and there was no resort fee, so those are real bonuses. So all in all, a great hotel that offered great value. Well recommend it. So even after coming to Florida for a few years, we still get pulled to the parks. We were keen to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom because they haven't actually done the Avatar ride yet. We arrived a little bit late to the park, about 20 minutes past opening time, and the queue for Avatar was 4.5 hours long. So yeah, we still haven't done the Avatar ride. So as I said earlier, one of the benefits of the Rosen Inn is the location. So literally just across the road from the hotel is this bar called Miller's Ale House. Really well priced, really good fun. Any sporting event you could possibly want to see while you're out here, head over here. It's family friendly and really good value. So whilst out and about in the monster truck, we noticed Air Force Fun at the top end of International Drive. We looked it up online, found that it was fairly reasonably priced, so we booked ourselves a flight and had a whiz around. So it's really interesting to get a different perspective on International Drive and indeed the parks and how they're all laid out and how big they are. As we'll see now, we're just flying over Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, so you can start to see some of the rides now and how all the parks are laid out. Then we moved on to Universal's water complex, Volcano Bay. As you can see, all the hotels to the left of it look near enough complete and are probably open even by now. So the next one will probably be more interesting. This is actually Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the construction area just down in front of you is the new Star Wars land that's being developed. I won't dwell on it in this video, but if you want to look at it in a bit more detail and a bit more close-ups, click on the pop-up banner now. And then to wrap up the trip, we flew over Seaworld. Seaworld seems a bit more spread out than the rest, but it's quite heartbreaking to see the Shamu Stadium down there in front of you now, with the blue water. The pen out the back is actually where the killer whales live for most of their time. So after a morning of top gunning around International Drive, we were a bit peckish. We headed to Hash House A Go Go, where we were served up with these monstrous and very tasty burgers. Due to the fact we are just big kids at heart, we did head over to Universal for a couple of days just to sample what they had to offer this year. Not going to dwell on too much in this video, to be honest, as there's loads of videos out there for people to see. But a very enjoyable day out nonetheless. And then all too soon it was time to head home. So we jumped back in the monster truck, took the drive back up to Tampa, checked in. Because we're flying Club World, we were able to access the Admirals Club at Tampa. I have to say it's probably one of the better American lounges that we've got. Some free drinks, some good views, food was fairly limited, but actually again a nice pleasant place to spend a couple of hours. Certainly the best lounge compared to anything that Orlando International has to offer. Thanks very much for watching the video. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment.